It's not often that one person has such an impact on a nation that they're able to transform public perception. But Vanessa Ferrari is one such individual. The diminutive athlete has changed the face of artistic gymnastics in Italy since she became world champion last year. Her coach is Enrico Casella.
Vanessa's success at the 2006 World Championships in Aarhus has aroused great interest in artistic gymnastics, especially women's gymnastics. We've seen a phenomenon where many families, many mothers, have brought their children to gyms to try and emulate Vanessa.
But the teenager's influence has been more widespread. 2 years ago, this sports arena, founded by Casella and his wife in 1984, was underfunded and ill-equipped to meet the needs of international gymnasts. But Ferrari's success became nationwide, and she was able to use her influence with the power brokers to get it refurbished and fitted with state-of-the-art equipment in just 9 months. The new facilities now allow Vanessa and the whole national team to prepare better for major tournaments.
We decided it was the right time to push for an adequate gym, and Vanessa played her part with the President of the Republic and the Prime Minister. We asked everyone for a gym and worked as a company in finding partners, but the help of the government was enormous, and that's largely down to Vanessa.
We were waiting for this gym, and it's great that it's finally completed. It was really necessary. Now we have a place to train properly for competitions, because it has all the right equipment for tournaments. And the floor is also soft enough to learn exercises on. So it's good for both.
Brescia, in the north of Italy, is situated at the foot of the Alps, and it's where the 17-year-old Ferrari lives and trains. The 4'8" athlete first came to prominence as a 13-year-old at the 2004 Junior European Championships, where she won a silver in the all-around competition and also picked up 2 bronze medals in the team event and the beam. Ferrari then helped the Italian team to a shock gold at the Senior European Championships in 2006, when they beat the defending champions Romania by 1/10 of a point. But her major accomplishment came later the same year, in controversial circumstances. Ferrari fell from the beam whilst attempting a difficult full-twisting back somersault. This placed her out of medal contention after the 3rd rotation. However, she fought back on the floor with a tremendous routine to clinch the all-around title, ahead of several athletes who, unlike her, didn't commit a major error. She became the first woman ever to win a world championship after a fall, under the new life system, where scores from the team competition count towards the all-around title. So the gymnasts are assessed on 12 routines rather than 4, making a mistake easier to absorb.
I went there to do well. It's difficult to say whether I expected it or not. Everyone wants you to win, so when you get there, you have to give it your all. Because you know the others will be giving it their all. I performed the best on the day, and I won.
However, the world champion was unable to retain her all-around title last month in Stuttgart.
I was injured, but I still wanted to go and give it my all. And I was rewarded with a bronze. Although it was painful to compete, I just had to try it, because I knew if I didn't, I would regret it. So I tried so hard to win like everyone else there, and I got a medal, and I'm happy about that.
Ferrari's determination bears testimony to the fighting spirit that separates her from her peers and marks her out for greatness.
We immediately realized that she was a special girl from the point of view of explosive strength. She jumped like a frog. The second important characteristic, which was above average, was her capacity to work, train and improve, and the obvious pleasure she derived from training. So she was hugely motivated to work. And last but not least is the determination that when she does compete, she becomes a kind of cannibal. She has to win everything.
But at a time when teenagers are out sampling the spices of life, it's straight to school for Vanessa after a tortuous 6 hours of training. But the contented youngster doesn't believe she's missing out on a thing.
I guess life is different for me. Perhaps I have to sacrifice more, but I don't mind leading this kind of life because I enjoy doing what I do. I get a great deal of satisfaction from it.
The Azzurri population will be hoping Vanessa's sacrifices are worth it come Beijing next year, where the teenager will be aiming to become the first Italian female gymnast to win gold at an Olympic Games.
The important thing for Vanessa is for her to arrive in Beijing in good physical condition. If her condition is good, I can guarantee today that she will bring something home. We need a little luck with injuries, but if we avoid them, we'll all be happy.
Whatever happens in 2008, Vanessa Ferrari will always be known as the girl who put women's gymnastics on the map in Italy.